So I just stumbled upon this post in this subreddit Microsoft Fabric, and it was like posted 5 months ago. I was going through it, and one of the points that was mentioned was that SQL endpoint is lagging. I did not have much opportunity to check that and deal with it, and I did not notice the delay because I would load the data and I wouldn't just straight away go and query the endpoints or the SQL endpoints. So I never noticed that delay or the lag, but I wanted to test this out, and we will be doing that right now in my workspace. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, if there is even a delay of a second or two, that's quite huge. I mean, for a production level scenario, you don't want that. You update the data, you want it to be reflected in any of the endpoints that you are using, unless it is specifically mentioned from Microsoft that there will be an expected delay. I don't think you can use it for production if that's the case. So let's quickly do that. I've got a Lakehouse, and there's a table called human resources employee. I will quickly just use my notebook with Spark SQL. Not doing anything fancy, just want to test this out. So I query that table with business entity ID equals to 1, and you see the sick leave hours is 110. That's good. Let me check from the SQL endpoint. Let's switch to SQL endpoint. We will be doing the same thing, so we can just use this. Let's go to SQL endpoint, DBO, tables, click 100, and if I do that, yeah, for some reason my keypad died, the keyboard died. Yeah, this should fine. Let's do that, and you can see it's 110. That's fine. We'll also have our stopwatch. Let's use that stopwatch. What we will use, and yeah. So all is well. Let's quickly go back and we will update our data. I'm updating just one row, so let me quickly do that. Instead of 110, make it 120, and that should be fine. Let me run that. Once done, let me bring my this, quickly run this. The changes reflected in my Lakehouse. I will quickly run it in the SQL endpoint. As you can see, it is 110 still, 110 still, 110 still. That's bad. In the Lakehouse, it is 100, like it's visible. The change is there, but in the SQL endpoint, I'm not sure when it will start reflecting, because I have seen that it reflects the correct data, but I have not tested how long it takes. The auto refresh that's underneath, how Microsoft is managing that, I mean it's quite hidden, so you cannot test that. Anyways, it looks like it's not doing anything. It's almost a minute and I don't see my data updated. But the solution is, if you see this metadata sync, and if I do that, now if I run this 120, so yeah, previously when I tested, it took like 30 seconds, but it did display the correct answer or the correct data, the updated data. But in this particular demo, it did not do it for almost a minute. So yeah, pretty bad on Fabric. One thing that I have found is like there's some Python code available to refresh this, and this is the script to refresh the table in SQL endpoint. You provide the tenant, you provide the workspace ID, your Lakehouse, and all it does is it refreshes and gives you all the states and everything. But yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, I mean for a production workload, it's not good. I mean, if I were to change it again, done, it should be 130, fine. Let me do it here, 120. Let's do that again. Nah, this is bad. Yeah, I mean, I've proved that this bug still exists, this particular bug that I've been talking about, the lag in SQL endpoint. So it's basically giving me the previous version of data, the previous version of the delta table, and that's not good. If you're going production, you definitely need to have a workaround of using this bit of code in your notebook to keep refreshing after there's any change in your Delta Lake. So yeah, that's all. I mean, we have proved that there is an issue, and Microsoft needs to come out clean, tell that this is an issue and we need to fix that and give us a date when it will be fixed, or just say that we need to have this piece of code deployed in our production. And yeah, so that's all. Thanks for watching and keep supporting.